Hey, here we're going to be playing against Zirix from the Vitruvian, and we don't have anything to go. We usually mulligan the Thumping Wave because it doesn't do a ton early, and we didn't have much to go with the Flash Reincarnation, but I chose not to mulligan it anyways in case we were to draw something because some of our stronger plays can come from using that early to clear structures, using a War Beast to put pressure on structures in case they were playing that. I don't know if that was a right keep or not, but that was my thought process. So right now we lead off with a pretty strong board play by just playing the Golden Mantella into a 3/3, and we're not too worried about something like Nimbus, which is usually the problem with battle pets against Vitruvian. So that doesn't end up being a huge deal here. So that's why we feel free to just run out the battle pet and protect Mantilla from the general attack moving forward. So we just play a Silithar, and we play a Bloodtea Alchemist, eventually. So we can just kill this with our general, kill the Falcus with our general. Then we Razor Skin, and we're just trying to push the aggression pretty hard. And then we're just going to play the deck. So we have a lot of pressure on board. And right now we choose not to attack with the Mantilla in case we draw something like a Bastion, or in case we want to clear a structure, because we can clear a structure and still apply pressure. So I just choose not to attack with it, or if we need to clear something like a Primus Shield Master, although the Dax will probably end up having to run into it here. So right here we're just going to try to develop the War Beast, because this is only 3 attack. Attacking the War Beast into something that's 4 attack or low, 3 attack or lower is very good because it leaves the body on the board. And right here I'm getting worried that there may be some kind of removal coming, so I'm prepared to just trade in the damage. I don't know if that's the correct play or not, but that's why I chose to trade it in then instead of somewhere else. And I feel that we can still remove any things that we encounter even without the 5/2 on the board. So he plays the Curse to save himself the 4 damage from having to attack into this. And he's actually able to run away, so I can't actually attack him with any of my minions. So right here I should have drawn a card first, because you shouldn't do... If you decided on drawing a card, you don't need to move any minions before you do so. And we get the Bastion, and every minion we play will lower the cost of this by 1, so we can fit in more spells than we otherwise would be able to. So we're able to play the Blood Tier and everything except the Razor Skin, basically, because we can't. The Razor Skin doesn't actually summon a battle pet. We'd need to pay another mana, so this wouldn't be free. So we'll have to wait till next turn on that. But we're able to summon a 6/7, which is pretty substantial. And right here, he's going to kill off our Bloodtea Alchemist. And he has the 3/2, so he can easily clear one of our minions, like the Bloodtea. And playing the Curse gives them an additional 3/2 because of the Fireblaze Obelisk, giving all dervishes +1 attack. And they play a Primus Fist, which allows them to deal 5 damage instead, so they could clear this. And then they play a second Primus Fist, actually, which allows them to deal 7 damage. And they're able to clear our 6/7 pretty easily. And then they're able to clear our Bloodtea. So we're actually behind on the board right here. So right here we're going to draw cards because we're just trying to push for lethal, and we are actually not in the best of board positions because we can only kill one of these minions with what we have on board. So then we play the Elucidator and buff it and attack in for damage. And this is one of those situations where this will go to a... Well, it's going to go to a 6/3. It's going to end up with 3 health after attacking the general, which is a big deal because that means the Primus Fist and the general will be required to kill it, not just the Primus Fist itself. Although they're able to use the first wish to make the Primus Fist itself. But in a situation where they don't have that particular card, we see why that breakpoint's important and why the Bastion is coming into play. And now, the reason we kept the Egg Morph, because we had the option to trade it in last turn, but the reason we kept it is because the way we lose this game is not having an answer to Amari Healer. So when we're in a position where we're likely to win, we need to figure out what causes us to lose and how we prevent that from making us lose. And basically, Amara Healer is often the answer to that question as an aggressive deck against Vitruvian. So we kept this Egg Morph pretty much the entire time, well, exactly the entire time since we drew it, because we knew that even if it wasn't the card that allowed us to win that game on this turn, this gives us the best long-term expectation to win the game. And right here, we're able to just Egg Morph the healer and then walk in for lethal with our General and our Silitha. So that's why you keep cards like Egg Morph and like a Dispel and like a Repulsor Beast, because they will help you. They are very good in situations when you need a card to be good. They might not be the best marginal cards in situations that don't matter, but in situations where the card you have does matter, they are the best card. So I know that sounds a little crazy, and I'll try to explain that better in a video maybe, but that's why we keep those particular cards. And that's the second one. We'll have one more.